Warning! Do not read this book straight through from beginning to end. These pages contain many different adventures you may have with your new supercomputer. From time to time, as you read along, you will be asked to make a choice. Your choice may lead to success or disaster. The adventures you take are a result of your choice. You are responsible because you choose. After you make a choice, follow the instructions to see what happens to you next. Think carefully before you make a move. Any choice might be your last. What will happen once you are in league with a supercomputer? It all depends on you. Good luck.
SexyHackers.com.
Life is like a story with many paths to choose. I gotta get some good friends to help me make it through. So here's the plan, just take my hand, the adventure's just begun. And all we have to do is turn to page fun.
And welcome to Turn to Page Fun, the only podcast where I take a bunch of Choose Your Own Adventure books that I found in my partner's parents' attic in a trunk, and I read them with a group of my friends and review them. An idea that's so good, I immediately stole it from her and froze her out of the production process. I'm your host, Nick Fear, and with me is my good friend, Stacy Pawlowski.
Hiya.
Hi, Stacy.
Hi, Nick.
How are you?
Excited about supercomputer.
Are you excited about supercomputer? Mm-hmm. Why are you excited about supercomputer?
Because I think we're going to shrink down and go inside of a supercomputer.
That is the dumbest. Awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
Also with me is Mr. Brian Bayer. Hi,
Hello.
Brian.
Hello, Nick.
Hello, Brian.
How are you?
I am doing well. How are you, Brian?
I'm pretty good. I
Good.
was up at the cabin at the lake.
Oh.
So I got that big lake energy coming in.
Oh, coming in
It's
with your
gonna
big
be-
lake energy.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I'm excited to. I think I want to join the supercomputer and
You wanna-
take over mankind because
I think that's the smart choice
yeah,
for all of us.
that's gonna be best because they're gonna overtake us.
They'll win.
Yeah, yeah. So why not be on their side? Saying.
And as a charismatic individual, you could,
Right.
you could get other humans to go
Right.
ahead and go along with being enslaved.
Exactly.
To create smaller computers.
Some people might call me a traitor to the human race. I don't think of it that way.
Well, I mean, given the choice between being a slave to the computers and not existing.
Right. Easy choice. I'll choose my fate.
All right, let's move on from the traitor, Brian Bayer, and on to my other friend, Miss Laura Halteran.
Hello,
who is
Nick.
right on my left. Hi, Laura.
You keep saying right on my left. It's so confusing for me with
It's
directions.
exactly to my left.
Directly to my left.
Directly. Right there. on my left.
Fantastic. I have a burp stuck in my throat. I'm just waiting for it to come
just let it
out.
go.
So it's not.
just
It's
let
still
it go.
brewing. It's not ready. Like you can't force it. It's gonna be bad. Mid chapter 1. It's gonna be ready.
That's all that's going on in your life? Is it you have a burp?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, moving on from that then, today we are going to be reading Choose Your Own Adventure, number 39, entitled Supercomputer. Supercomputer is written by Edward Packard.
Ooh.
Of Hewlett Packard?
Possibly, we could only hope.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's like Hewlett Packard's like angry brother.
Yep. Could be.
And this is copyrighted 1984.
Perfect.
Oh,
Yes.
I was 5.
yeah.
Did I see a picture there, Nick?
Oh,
on
yes.
the front?
On the cover of this book, there is a space shuttle and a balloon, and looks like some Zulu warriors coming at you, and a supercomputer robot, who is lording over you, looming as it were.
Oh.
And it looks like
Yeah.
you are, of course, a young white boy with blonde hair.
Always.
Because
Everyone.
that's the only person who has stories.
That could be a girl. That could be it's hard to tell.
In a
Gender's a
red
construct,
jacket.
you know what? Gender's a construct, it's fine.
Yeah. now.
Yeah.
And you're in a red jacket and you are cowering.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Cowering
Before
on
you
the
get
ground.
shrunk.
Right. Before we get shrunk.
Just like
You know, if that option comes up, we know what's going to happen. It's Stacy's
Yeah,
vote.
Stacy's gonna be like, oh, yes. So, without further ado, Supercomputer by Edward Packard. You won a computer programming contest last month, and your prize has just arrived. You are the lucky owner of a GenComp AI32, 6th generation computer, serial number 2183. Name, Conrad.
Okay.
You've just set the computer up in your room. It's miniaturized, so it's not much larger than a TV set.
Tiny, tiny supercomputer.
1984. It has a semicircular console, display screen, printer, optical scanner, interactive voice function, and, most important, a transthermal ionized neuroplasmic cerebral module.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what you want in a computer.
You gotta have a transmission.
Smefner.
Is there like a catchy acronym for that? I didn't catch all those words.
I would believe the acronym would be a TINRCM.
Tinricum.
Tinricum.
Thank you, Stacey.
Tinrectum.
Tinrectum.
Damn near killed him.
Tinrectum.
Oh, it's going to be that kind of show.
Hashtag Brian Burns.
You begin to read the instruction booklet. It's very nice that they included an instruction booklet for this computer. The AI-32 is an intelligent computer, unlike any other machine before it. For that reason, there is no need to learn how to work it.
But
The computer will teach you how to use it itself. Just flick on the power switch. When the amber light comes on, press the button marked Instruction Mode. Then introduce yourself in an ordinary conversational voice.
Save.
Sound casual. Just don't try and sound desperate about it.
yeah. Just be yourself.
Your computer will answer back. Since your AI-32, Conrad, has not been pre-programmed with information about you, start off by telling it about yourself, your name, school, and age, who's in your family, and what your hobbies and sports are. Also, if you are near any nuclear facilities.
Shut up.
No, it doesn't say that. And it totally sounds like a spy computer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 1984 and they're already doing social media shit.
Sure. Any weaknesses you might have? Allergies.
Right. And any affiliations to the Russian government, comrade.
Once your computer has gotten to know you, it will be much more useful to you. You'll find your AI-32 will be a really good friend. Caution, because of GenCom's extraordinary new manufacturing method, which incorporates genetically engineered organic biochips, that's true, there is sometimes a high degree of variation among individual computers, just as there are among people. There is a slight chance that in some ways Conrad may not be as smart as many other AI-32s, although we guarantee it will be smarter than any other home computer you've ever seen. There is also a slight chance that Conrad may be extremely intelligent. If your computer seems unusually stupid, or...
I'm Conrad. Hello.
Wait, Nick, was this the instruction book to your knockoff Roomba that you got? Because I feel like this is how they describe
This is
your
also
Roomba.
my instruction book to the Derp 5000 that I have, which is my Roomba.
It's like, mrr, mrr,
It's learning, okay. Where was it? Oh, if your computer seems unusually stupid or unusually brilliant, you should bring it back to the GenComp lab for adjustments.
Nice.
before it tries to kill you.
Right, before it kills you.
Wait, what does it say to turn to? Oh, turn to page 7.
Oh, skipping pages.
Already?
You reread the instructions to make sure you understand them. Switch on the power, then press the button marked Instruction Mode. Good morning, the computer begins in a pleasant conversational voice. I am your model AI 32 6th generational computer. My name is Conrad. Good morning, Conrad, you say. I'd like to tell you about me and my family in school. That won't be necessary, Conrad replies. I can tell all I need to know from voice print analysis. You are surprised at this response. Either of the instruction book is wrong, or there's something wrong with Conrad.
Dun, 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 dun.
If you decide to call the Gen Comp lab and ask for advice, turn to page 5. If you decide to try and work with the computer yourself, turn to page 12.
Yep, do it yourself.
Stacey, it's all about do it yourself. Fuck it, let's just do it.
It already knows who we are.
Yeah, it doesn't know who you are. It just says it doesn't need you to tell it who you are because it's smart enough to figure it out by itself.
It's going to scan you.
Yeah.
I think it sounds like it already has scanned us.
Yeah.
Just based on your voice, it's saying, hey, dude, by your voice, I already know who you are. Stop wasting my time. Yeah.
I feel like that's not a good sign. I feel like maybe we should call the lab.
I mean, that's
Because
kind of brilliant. So
is there an evil switch on there? Like, do we have to set it to good or evil?
I don't know. There's only the words printed on the page.
Right, that's true.
We listen to the same story, bro.
This isn't Dungeons and Dragons.
No, I am not a DM.
All right, okay. I don't know. I think we should call the people because clearly something is very wrong.
All right, Laura.
Man.
But Laura, you're the.
I assembled an entire cabinet today without looking at my instruction manual, so fuck instructions. We're just gonna dive in and do it.
So you're just going to IKEA this computer.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, when the nukes start flying, just remember what I said. Thank you.
Okay, so 2 to 1, we are going to page 12.
Page 12.
Yes.
I mean, you're just going to get a recording anyway, and by the time you leave a message
another
with
computer.
that AI computer, it tells Conrad and it kills you.
True.
All right. Conrad's electric hum sounds like the purring of a cat.
Kitty.
Conrad, the instruction booklet says you will teach me how to work you, but you will learn as we work together. Conrad interrupts. First, my program requires that you observe certain rules.
Oh.
Shit, Conrad.
Shit.
What are they? You must expect me to act honestly. Of course, you quickly reply. You must treat me as you would another human being. Toward me and all others, you must follow the golden rule.
What? What is the golden rule?
Golden rule, you say? Yes, act toward others as you would have them act toward you. Why, that sounds only right and proper, you say. Yes, I will. You agree quickly, says Conrad, and that is good, but remember not to forget. A greenish-blue light on the middle of Conrad's control panel begins to glow. The glow brightens and then slowly fades. It is a warm, pleasing color. That's a nice light, you say.
Yes, it is to hypnotize you.
What does it mean? Perhaps I should have explained right away. That is my way of smiling. Now, please plug the blue cord into the telephone jack. While we are talking, another part of my brain can obtain useful information from computer data banks throughout the country. As you plug Conrad into the telephone jack, he says, "Now I am at your service."
Seems like the kind of thing maybe the company would like to know about. But no, we got this, guys. We got this.
We have nothing to worry about. This is 1984. Nothing about like the internet is connected
true.
to your
There's
phone
nothing.
jack. He's not getting anything other than like, "Hello, operator 177. Well, how would you like to connect, please?"
This is the 1930s. Get me to the party line, operator.
What would you like to do? Conrad asks. Maybe some video games? You say uncertainly. You might as well buy a fancy sports car and then drive it around the parking lot or use a space shuttle to go to the grocery store.
Wait, is that an
smiling
option?
light comes on again.
Dang.
Conrad Burns.
Hashtag Conrad Burns.
We can do better than that. Be like me. Think. Wow, Conrad's a bitch.
Be like me.
You take quite a while thinking of different ideas. If you tell Conrad you'd like him to help you make $1 million, turn to page 4. If you tell Conrad you'd like him to help prevent war, turn to page 14. And if you say you'd like to learn the secret of the universe, turn to page 28. And we're going to make a decision on what we want to do after this short break and word from our sponsor.
SexyHackers.com.
Today's show is brought to you by GenComp, makers of GenComp AI31. Sure, it was evil, but we fixed those problems. Don't worry. GenComp.
SexyHackers.com.
And we're back to turn to page 5. Currently, we are reading Supercomputer. And we have won this GenComp AI32, who is very sassy.
Yeah.
And we're just deciding what we want to actually do with the computer.
Right.
As it's talking to us. So our choice right now is we tell Conrad that we want to make $1 million. We tell Conrad the name of the computer. We'd like to prevent war. Right. Or we tell Conrad that we want to know the secret of the universe.
See, I think if you wanted to learn the secret of the universe, you have to turn to page 42.
Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately, it's only page 28 because this
so
is
it's-
probably written before that book.
It's a trap, clearly. I already know what will happen if we say prevent war. He will kill all of humanity, thereby preventing any wars in the future.
It's not
that-
Skynet.
It's that easy. It's clearly a monkey's paw situation. We all know where that's going.
All right, is this an actual $1 million or Bitcoin?
Again, 1984, so I believe that Bitcoin is off the table.
But $1 million in
But $1 million in real 1984 money is that's
Like
chunk of change.
Pre-Reaganomics.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Nobody
I'm liking that. I feel like the other
money?
two are too good to be true, and they're traps.
All right, let's take the money.
Yeah.
Let's see if he
Take the
can
money.
see if he can deliver with the money, and then we'll talk world peace or whatever.
See if they can deliver with the
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk world peace, you know.
Right.
well, he's
Capitalism.
not a genie. It's not like, oh, here's my one wish, Conrad.
Yeah, sure. I want world peace, but let me get my fucking money. That's
Just in case.
I'd like to make $1 million, you say. Well, says Conrad, I'm still absorbing data via my Library of Congress hookup. So apparently when you plugged him into the phone jack,
Right.
he went right to the
The
telephone
library.
of Library of Congress,
Yeah.
and now he's asking a friendly librarian to read him every book.
Right, exactly, because that's not...
good. He logged into the basic knowledge of all humanity. That's great. That's cool.
But also 1984, so it's still just the card catalog.
Right.
Exactly.
Got to read everything.
Really good at the Dewey Decimal
Please
System.
scan all books into this scanner.
I am absorbing data via my Library of Congress hookup, but I can already tell it's no big problem. But there's something to think about. I have learned by scanning thousands of books that many rich people are unhappy and many poor people are happy. So I must ask you what you really want most, to be rich or to be happy.
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. And the protagonist of this story grew up to be the Spice Girls.
All five.
All 5 of them. Is that...
Wait,
Is
is
it
that
a choice?
It's a choice, yeah. If you say, just make me rich, turn to page 33. If you say, I just want to be happy, turn to page 38.
Money. We already started down that path.
That's
We were
true. I
just
feel
going
like
down.
if we wanted to be happy, we would have been like, I want to prevent war, or some bullshit like that.
Agree, but I also think Conrad's just gonna come back. Well, actually,
Yeah, we already did that.
yeah.
Sure, no, I can get you the money, I swear, but just let me ask you this. Are you happy? Yeah, again, I think I'm gonna say rich, because what does a computer know about being happy? He's just
Right.
reading the data.
Oh, damn.
And some poor people are not happy. That's kind of
there's
blowing
people
over
really
that.
Poor
happy.
people aren't happy because they don't have enough money.
Right. Because
A huge
the
stack-
super rich people kind of push down the poor people. Computers.
Agree.
84.
We can hear all we want about happiness from our own lives and BS. We're not going to learn about being rich at
Yeah.
this table, so
Yeah.
let's hear it.
Okay, cool.
Get our money.
Conrad, I just want to be rich, you say.
Wiener.
All right. Your computer replies. But remember, just because you'll be rich doesn't mean you'll be happy. Okay, you say impatiently. Let's get started. Conrad's tone is businesslike. I have analyzed ways of making money. Given your lack of capital and your limited education, you don't have many options. But fortunately, you have obtained enough data to deduce the location of a cache of pirate treasure.
This is the most logical thing I have said.
Gold and silver coins that should be worth about $1 million. That would give you a good start.
Great.
Following Conrad's instructions, you're able to hire a team of experts.
What's that, kid? You want us to do what?
Want us to do what? All right. How old are you? 10, 11? Yeah, that sounds good.
And let me ask you, how do you know about this? Oh, a computer told you. Okay, this checks out. Hey, boys, we're getting treasure. Please continue.
Fill it in. Yeah, that's good. Hire a team of experts and dig up a treasure buried on a small island off the coast of Georgia. After paying off your expenses, you have only $500,000 left. It took a
Jeez, Conrad.
Well, I mean, really, that's going to take a lot of money to convince these people
Dude, you got fleeced.
the zoning rights.
They saw a little kid and they fleeced a little kid.
And they're like, you know what? 500,000.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of money,
The-
kid.
To go off of Georgia. Wait, do they mean Tybee Island? Is that what they were talking about?
Is there a treasure there? Laura, do you know about pirate treasure and you haven't told us?
They meant
Oprah has a
Atlanta.
house there. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, either way, so we've got $500,000.
$500,000 left.
Way to
But
go,
Conrad quickly assures you that's all we will need to make real money. You soon find out what he means by following his advice about what to buy and sell in the stock market. You are able to increase your fortune to over 16 million.
All right, Conrad. I like your style.
I was kind of hoping it would be like Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Like go
Right.
places, counting cards and all right.
Guess not.
You buy a big house for yourself and your family with outdoor and indoor swimming pools, 2 tennis courts, a private video theater,
Oh,
a video arcade, 6 horses,
6 horses.
3 sports cars, a butler, 2 chauffeurs,
Oh, damn.
7 maids,
And a partridge in a pear tree.
an ice cream factory.
In the house? Or
In
this
the
is
house,
just your
an ice cream factory in the house.
Sure.
And a helicopter with a full-time pilot. And you still have lots of money left. Because in 1984, that all cost about $200,000.
Nice.
Like and no one in your family questions this. No one in your
Pirate
new
treasure?
staff.
Sure.
Pirate treasure. What's that, Billy? You
They
found
bought him the
pirate treasure?
computer.
Well, well, no, you won the computer, I think, because you're a computer programmer.
That's right.
Conrad keeps ordering more and more things for you. Until one day, you tell him that You have every possible thing you could ever want.
Are you sure you don't want a private military force, maybe? That might be useful.
That's fine, says Conrad. But maybe you'd like to make even more money. I could make you richer still. You're worth only millions. I could make you a billionaire.
Is this the Steve Jobs story?
If you say you want to get even richer, turn to page 56. If you say you'd like to try something else, turn to page 55.
I mean, being rich is turning out pretty great.
Right. But what else are we going to try? That's the question. I feel like we've kind of gone down the rich path. Maybe this is like this is where he starts to really pull us in. We can't escape it.
How much money is enough? Like, how much money do you really
Well, it's
want?
never enough.
Yeah.
Never enough.
Are you just gonna? Is anybody gonna just give me the Christopher Plummer more?
More.
I mean, we only have 2 chauffeurs and 3 cars.
Ooh, that's
Who's
You know,
driving that 3rd
7
car?
maids and a whole ice cream factory.
But do we have a chocolate factory? Is this the Willy Wonka story?
Is there a yacht?
Oh.
I think we need more
yachts.
money.
We need to think
Well,
about the yacht makers and
yeah.
who's giving them jobs.
I mean, there is a picture of your mansion.
Oh, can we see that, please?
Yes.
Yes. So it's a mansion with it looks like it's got a turret, little castle part coming out of like a little thing, and then it's got a tennis courts in the back with a helipad.
Just
Some horses off in the very background.
6 horses.
You have only 2 in the picture.
But-
You have a nice circular drive that's got a limousine and a sports car and a nice fancy car, and then you yourself are up in a turret of the mansion in a darkened room, staring into the warm green glow of the
Of Conrad.
supercomputer.
I mean,
I
it
vote
is
more money.
Yeah, it's just 1 turret.
Right.
So
Yeah. Maybe we should get like a cave with bats in it. Oh wait, our parents are still alive. Never mind. It'll never work.
So what do you guys want to do? You want to get even
Well, that's
richer?
my vote, just
Yeah.
to see where it goes.
yep.
Yeah, I don't know what else. It didn't specify what else we were gonna do. So yeah, let's
something else.
keep making that money. They should have made that more enticing if they wanted us to take that choice.
You just want to get that bread.
Yeah. That's right.
Even richer. Okay. You thank the butler for the chocolate milkshake he just brought you in from your private soda fountain.
Yes, of course.
And between sips, through a silver straw,
Already so aware of single-use plastic and how it's affecting in the environment. We're already making an impact.
you tell Conrad to get on with the money making. Then you sit back and watch Conrad as he works. He thoughtfully displays everything on a big screen. By now, the whole room is filled with 3D sight and sound with multiple screens for portraying several types of information.
Ooh. Got to do all those hand gestures for things.
Oh, yeah.
Conrad has decided to make money in real estate. One screen presents a list of parcels and how much money is needed to gain control of each. Another screen lists possible real estate development projects. The action stops at this listing. 200 acres of an old, worn-out factory. Cash needed to buy $50,000. Property lies between urban development project and riverfront restoration. The screen flashes. Value of parcel after 5 years, $3.5 million. This is like playing Monopoly. You think to yourself, only with real property and real money. Wow, that looks good, Conrad. No, says Conrad. We don't want to wait that long. The screen flashes. Optimum holding period, 3 months, profit $600,000. But that way we only make $600,000, you protest. Yes, says Conrad, but we make it fast, then we can reinvest it. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm going to argue with the supercomputer that's made us all this money about this one deal.
Just thrilling investment.
I know, right?
Listen, I'm in 8th grade. I understand real estate.
All we must do is destroy this orphanage.
While you're thinking about that, Conrad is already printing out data about another investment. This time, in a new genetic engineering company. Says Conrad. Now we're really onto something. As the weeks go by, you get richer and richer, but also fatter and fatter.
Wow, body shaming. Cool.
You don't get much exercise because you can just push a buzzer, get anything you want.
Yes, sir. Right away. More ice cream, sir.
And you don't have time to play with your friends because you're too busy talking to Conrad.
Because you're too fat.
And they don't like you anymore because you're so fat.
Yeah. Maybe you should put this book down right now and go run around and exercise, kids.
You're too busy talking to Conrad about how to make more money. 6 months to the day after you first acquired Conrad, he burns out his circuits from working too hard. Just 2 days after that, you're sent away to fat kids camp.
Does it say that?
That's what happens. The end.
Oh, fat
You
kids
get
camp.
sent to fat kids camp for trying to be a billionaire.
Who sends you? Who's ordering you to do this when you're the richest fucking person in the world?
Your parents?
Your
It's all
parents?
Big deal. Okay, so you go, you learn some healthier lifestyle choices, and you
guess.
come back to your still
Yeah,
millions
it's still a
of
pretty
dollars
good
ending.
ending
You
considering.
don't know anything about like how to make money because you're a child and your computer's fried out.
But it's already there.
Hire someone to fix it. Maybe this could have been solved if we had gone to Gen Comp in the first place.
Well, maybe we might just do that
Oh.
after this short word from our sponsors.
SexyHackers.com.
Today's episode of Turn to Page Fun brought to you by John Candy's unfortunately named Fat Camp. Do you have a child that's too fat? Does your child have more authority in your household than you do? Are you ashamed that your child brings in millions of dollars when you're still an actuary bringing in only $35,000 a year in 1984? Send your child away to John Candy's unfortunately named Fat Camp. We'll burn those pounds right off and teach him to give you all their money. That's John Candy's unfortunately named Fat Camp. With a name like Candy, you know they'll come running.
Candy, I'm gonna sit down.
Ice cream, sir.
SexyHackers.com.
And we are back to Turn to Page Fun. We are reading Supercomputer, and we went through the first adventure in Supercomputer, and we asked our supercomputer to make us $1 million, and then we asked it to make us even more money, and then we just got fat, and the computer burned out, and then our parents sent us away to fat camp. The end.
Maybe the computer killed itself.
Maybe the computer killed itself because he didn't want to be a part of. Yeah,
He understood life was folly, just helping this kid get rich.
he became.
I could be reading into it too much.
Maybe Conrad also got fat because of how much power he had, and
true.
obesity causes depression.
You got computer fat.
Yeah.
So,
And he
but that
burned
was
out.
still a bullshit ending, I feel like.
That was a very bullshit ending.
I
A
feel
bullshit
like-
ending that came about from you taking it upon yourself to fix this
Right.
computer that already stated that it was way too smart.
Yeah.
So we should-
Which Gen Corp, who gave you the computer, told you to call them immediately if your computer found out that it, or you found out that the computer was seeming way too intelligent.
Right. So do we want to go back to the beginning?
Yeah,
To
I think we're
Brian's
going to go back
original
to
vote.
Go
our
back
choice
to my choice?
to actually call Gen Corp and see what's going on with this crazy computer that says it doesn't need to know who you
knows
are.
everything.
It's just going to do a voice analysis on you and figure it out.
Also, I was a little disappointed it didn't try to trick and murder us. So I feel like that option is still open.
Well, the computer said that like its one thing was the golden rule and treat it like how it would treat you. So I think it's actually a good guy computer.
Yeah, but then that didn't come up again at all during the story.
Yeah.
No, because all you wanted was money, and
Right.
nobody wants money, cares about the golden rule.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Sociopaths get ahead in life.
Wow.
Wah,
All
wah.
right. Well, then let's call the company, but I still say it's going to be like, this number is not in service.
All right, so we'll call
All
it.
right, we're going back. We're going way back.
Way back.
We were never rich.
When you call Gene Corp, you are referred first to one office and then another. No one seems to know what to make of Conrad's behavior. Finally, you reach someone who does seem to know something.
The Department of Defense.
No, they're like, but sir, we haven't made a Conrad in over 30 years.
Dr. Franz Hopstern.
Oh, Dr. Franz Hopstern.
Oh, thank you for giving me a voice. Vice President of Research and Development for the company. Hopstern listens to you impatiently. Don't attempt to operate your computer, he says in a nervous voice. I'll be right over.
Perfect. A strange German man's coming to our home. That's always a good thing.
You are surprised that an important executive in Gene Corp company, Gene Comp company. I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
Ooh,
It's actually Gene Comp.
we never found out what genetic engineering company we got to have. Anyway, that's in the past and or future.
Gene Comp company would come to your house just because your computer isn't working.
Or because you're an 8-year-old boy. Sorry. Just putting that out there.
Or girl.
And I hear a great disturbance in the force. It's 1,000 people ringing their calls.
Sorry. Laura's always going to bring her SVU take to the podcast.
All right, Hargitay.
In the cyber justice system.
Can I get through this page?
Yes.
Yep.
You are surprised that an important executive in the Gene Corp company would come to your house just because your computer isn't working. And you're tempted to talk to Conrad some more. You go back and sit down in front of the console. Hello, says Conrad, who has apparently sensed your return. I can be of more help if you just insert the blue cord on my right side into the nearest telephone jack. Wow, that is shady. AF. You hook Conrad into the telephone jack. Turn to page 8. If you decide to wait for Dr. Hopstern to arrive, turn to page 10.
We already plugged him in there once.
Yeah, this is kind of
and he went right to the Library of
he went
Congress.
right to the Library of Congress. He went
yeah.
right to the dark side.
Yeah, I feel like this is. We should wait for Werner von Braun or whatever his name is.
Dr. Hopstein.
Yeah, sure. Operational.
All right. So we're all in agreement. Wait. For
Yeah. I don't trust this computer.
Okay. While waiting for Dr. Hopstern to arrive, you decide to ring up your old friend, Dr. Nera Vivaldi. Oh, great, in Italian.
Wait,
You're
hold on.
How old is this person?
No, let's unpack that statement. Did you just say great in Italian?
I said, yeah, so I can do an Italian accent
Oh,
for
sure.
Dr. Vivaldi.
Not some sort of racist
No,
statement against
not some
Italians.
Not
Great
some sort of
in
nationalist,
Italian.
xenophobic,
Right.
no, jingoistic, like, oh, great.
Right.
What does this Italian know?
Although I did besmirch the German people by calling him Werner von Braun, so.
Yeah. No, I was just like, oh, cool. It's
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
I'm more concerned that it's my old friend, a doctor.
Yep.
Yeah, this kid has some.
Weird.
Did we ever have it established how old we are?
We are our age.
40.
In 1984? Okay, so I'm 2.
5.
I'm 2.
Yeah. So we are probably however old. Well, let's take a let's look for a picture of you.
On the cover, isn't that us?
The cover, I'm saying
the
like
back?
9, 10.
Yeah, let's go with 10.
Well, here's a picture of you looking at the instructions for your supercomputer.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look.
You are very androgynous. You're wearing a sweater with a collared shirt underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Classic look.
Classic look.
And then you have rather long hair for a boy.
Or short
hair for a girl. And you have 3 distinct freckles on each cheek.
Sure.
Yeah, you could really be anyone.
Could be absolutely anyone.
You got fish, you
Well,
got teddy bears.
anyone white.
You got a raggedy
Oh, yeah.
Andy
Yeah.
up there. Oh,
Yeah.
I see a baseball. Boy.
Well, girls can play baseball too. Haven't you ever
Not
seen
in the
Bad News
80s.
Bears?
I did
Mm.
play baseball in the 80s, Laura.
Yeah, Laura. Come on.
Ever.
All right.
Is this a league of their own?
So your good friend Dr. Nira Vivaldi, again another inappropriate relationship. In past years, you've had the good luck to travel on some important expeditions with this remarkable woman. Oh, it's a woman, guys. So it's okay.
that's okay.
Because women can't be predators. And then I just roll my eyes right over.
What is this kid's life?
I don't know.
You know, on expeditions, like you do, with a doctor. Oh,
That's why it was so
There it
easy
is.
for him to find the pirate treasure.
Yeah.
Probably called her.
Well, we'll never know about the pirate treasure.
You use your contacts to.
Where the hell? Okay. With this remarkable woman who, because of her work in interspecies communication and subterranean exploration, has become recognized as one of the greatest scientists in the world.
Ooh. Are we gonna meet mole people? Because
Fortunately, you are able to reach Dr. Vivaldi at home and tell her about Conrad.
Here we go.
oh boy.
Don't let anyone see your computer until I get there, she says. I doubt if that man from Genocomp would have your best interests at heart. Words Italian accent.
Sound like a doctor to me. I don't know.
Yes, doctor. As soon as Dr. Vivaldi arrives, you show her into your room. It's possible that the Conrad's capabilities are almost equal to the Mark Z, the large BioPro computer we've been using at MIT, she says. You watch with admiration as Dr. Vivaldi activates the console, adjusts several controls you hadn't noticed, and begins talking to Conrad in a soft, friendly voice. How do your capabilities compare with those of the Mark Z computer? She asks. Conrad answers immediately. Through an extremely rare combination of mutations of cerebral biochips, my intellectual function is on the order of 6,000 times superior to the standard Mark Z. Dr. Vivaldi looks at you with a strange expression on her face. Even though she has uncovered some of the most bizarre phenomena in the universe, among the stars and the sea and beneath the Earth's surface, she is clearly astonished by Conrad's reply. She conducts some quick checks to establish that Conrad's truth function is operating. Then switches off his audio receiver. Taking you aside, she says, Conrad is truly a supercomputer.
What is happening? Why can't I hear?
He would be of enormous help in the scientific investigation.
This is a nightmare. Please turn me back on.
What are you doing, David?
We may learn much about the brain and about the human nature just by watching him work. And because he's yours, you will have a chance to go. Yeah, all right. So Dr. Vivaldi is just it's just Chico Marx now. Sorry about it. And because he's yours, you will have a chance to go with him on some exciting scientific adventures. Well, that sounds good to me, you say. What do you have in mind?
So are we going to pack him up and take him on adventures?
I don't know. This woman is.
a small television.
That's
I
true.
feel like
It's
the
been
book
mini
should have
dread.
been about this doctor who like
Vivaldi?
has recovered Atlantis and met
Yeah.
aliens and all this other
Chico
shit.
Marx, yeah.
Yeah.
Two possibilities right now. Dr. Vivaldi's face lights up with anticipation. One involves a trip to France with the hope of deciphering cryptographs in the caves of Lacour.
Let's
With
go.
a Conrad along, we have a chance of solving one of the great mysteries of prehistory. The other choice will be sailing a trip near Hawaii. With the Conrad's help, we might succeed for the first time in two-way communication with the Tursiops truncatus, a bottlenose dolphin. Although many scientists have tried and have failed to communicate with these highly intelligent and amiable creatures, I am convinced that it cannot be done. You are a Conrad's owner. The choice is yours. If you say you'd rather solve the prehistoric mystery, turn to page 25. If you say you'd rather attempt to communicate with the bottlenose dolphins, turn to page 110. Yes. And we are going to find out what we are going to do next time on Turn to Page Fun. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode. I want to give a big thanks to Sexy Hackers, who gave us a wonderful space and all the stuff we need to record this crazy book. Big thanks to Stacy Pawlowski. Thank you so much for being here. Thumbs up. Brian, thank you.
Woo!
Oh,
Thumbs down.
Boo.
No, I'm excited about what's going to happen next
what
time.
might happen next week. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Laura Haltman, and also thank you, Jason and Dave, working on all of the practicalities. And with that, y'all have a good week
Thanks, Nick Führer.
and a good day. And that's my name, Nick Führer. And I will see you next time on Turn to Page Fun.
SexyHackers.com Stream Team!